This is the SGI INDIGO2 workstation. It was produced between 1992 and 1997 and is the high-end companion to the SGI Indie workstation. I have here the Impact 10000 model, which was the last ever produced. It features a whopping 384 MB of RAM, the R10000 CPU running on 195 MHz and the Impact graphics. And it was sitting around for way over a year, but now is the time to see if it still works. The only thing visible from the outside is these breakages in the hinges area, so I'll remove the bezel quickly for a deeper look. I see, it's not too worse. I have this special plastics power glue, which should help to seal off the breakages. I'll then put some clamps in place to press the plastics back together and let it stay overnight. Now let's turn it around to wire up everything. While the INDIGO2 will work perfectly fine with PS2 mice and keyboards, you can't simply plug in a standard VGA cable. Instead, you'll need this 13W3 adapter. 13W3 was very common on high-end workstations by SGI, IBM and Sun. Beware though that the pinouts vary by vendor, so even with the standard plug being used, the pinout was not standardized at all. That was both an issue when connecting displays back then in the past and still is today, as you need different 13W3 to VGA adapters depending on your workstation. To install iRigs, I hooked up an external SCSI drive. Though when powering up, the system will complain about SCSI parity errors. Hence, I swapped the drive by this old Apple drive, which seemed to do just fine. Before starting to install, I run the clean disk procedure, which is reachable from the INST-CLI via the admin option 13 and then 11 to run MKFS for reformatting the file system. I then load the minimal disk set, which is the installation tools and the Foundation 1 and 2 and the application CD, as I will care for the rest once the system is fully up and running. Weirdly enough, this system would report me these SCSI command errors. Probably my CD-ROM drive is not fully compatible, though it didn't seem to have any further effect and the installation continued, even though it would still throw these warnings here and there. And after swapping in many CDs, the system would be coming up so I can run the easy setup wizard. Once up and running, I would still get these weird SCSI warnings. Obscure enough, while the drive did still work during the setup phase, now it wouldn't. This is probably also owed to the MediaD daemon now interfering. So I tried again using the drive that I originally wanted to use, which had yielded the SCSI parity errors in the first place. But this time over I wouldn't get any more errors relating to SCSI parity issues. So I'm okay to run Software Manager to install the additional disks and also the RX overlays for a release upgrade. As always, when you want to go beyond RX 6.5.21, you'll have to load up this patch first to overcome the issue that the base distribution wouldn't be properly detected when loading the upgrade overlays. And once the patch is applied, I load up all the Foundation CDs for RX 6.5 and then after the overlays. So let's do that disk jockey game once again. It's a Unix system. I know this. Yeah, and it's totally impractical. I mean, who will navigate the file system like this? I'm about 10 times quicker using the CLI. And if you have seen my restoration series about the SGI INDIGO2 earlier this year, you may wonder how well this machine stacks up for playing Quake II. Well, after all, it doesn't do too bad at 47.8 seconds and 14.4 frames per second in 800x600 mode. And in 640x480 mode we got an overall of 40.1 seconds at a 17.2 frames per second. As it seems, the R10K along with the Impact graphics seems to fare far better than the O2 workstation did. Anyway, I'm more than happy that this machine is still working and didn't need a lot of repair except here for the bezel and a fresh install of SGI IRIX. So long, I'm the Vintage Collector, and this was my short Advent Time story for today. Thanks for watching, and see you again tomorrow. If you check out this channel's community tab, you'll find some polls on potential upcoming videos. You're very welcome to upvote on upcoming topics or drop in new ones you'd like me to chase down.